What's up, everybody? It's Danny Gould with the Gould team, selling Silicon Valley. Welcome to another video. Today's topic is the 3 biggest mistakes that new realtors or real estate agents make when they first get into real estate. And before we even get into the video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Subscribe to your boy. You know who it is. That's so lame. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it like that. But really, guys, the reason that I'm making this video is because I made a lot of mistakes. I made a shit ton of mistakes when I was first getting into real estate. I feel like if I could do it all over again, I would have done twice the number of deals that I did my first year. My first year, I did 11 deals, nearly $200,000 in gross commissions earned, and it was one of those things where I paid a lot of referral fees out because a lot of the deals that I got were actually referrals from another client, another agent, or leads from another agent, not referrals, because I still had to get them in for the appointment and everything. But long story short, the reason that I'm making this video is because I want to help new agents that are coming into real estate that don't know a damn thing, that don't have a damn clue about what to do. And if I can give you just one piece of advice that changes your business or changes the trajectory of your first 12 months, then that works great for me. And I would be super happy. Nothing would make me happier than to be able to help you guys succeed. So 3 things. And we'll start with the very first one because this is the one that I see the most often, and it's the one that I made. It's the mistake that I made first getting into real estate, and that is focusing too much money, time, and effort on branding and not enough time spent on dollar-producing activities. Actually going out there and shaking the hands, kissing the baby, signing the autographs, doing the damn thing, getting yourself in front of people, that doing stuff that's actually going to, put food on the table. And unfortunately, and I mean, come on. It happens time and time again. You guys see it in your offices. If you're a more experienced agent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The agents, they first get in there, and the first question they ask is, well, how do I get my website up? And, I'm going to get my Facebook page up, and I'm going to get my logo done. I'm going to let the whole world know that I'm the best realtor in town, even though I don't have a damn clue what I'm doing. But that's beside the point, right? So everyone comes in with pie-in-the-sky expectations, and those pie-in-the-sky expectations are directly reflected in the whole branding thing, right? They feel like branding themselves, somehow the clients in the business are just going to magically appear, right? They're just going to come out of the sky. You're going to siphon it all just through your branding. And I'm telling you right now, if you do that, you're going to fail, right? And it's time for a little story. When I first got into real estate, I got my license on like a Thursday in December of 2014. And that Monday I come into work and I'm all suited up. I got my nice, brand new suit on. Got my tie because, I was still wearing ties and had everything. I was ready to go. Got there at 8 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the #1 real estate agent in America, which, obviously still is my goal. But I was going to do 24 deals that year, and I was going to be a millionaire. So, of course, the first thing that I do is I sit down with my title rep, the title rep that my manager recommended to me, and he sits down and he sets me up with a little geographic farm. You guys are familiar, right? So, okay, great. I have my 500-person farm, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to kill it. So what do? I spend the next 1, 2, almost 3 full days, coming up with this elaborate, very intricate flyer that I was going to pass out to the whole neighborhood, right? It had my name on it, it had all this stuff, and it's hilarious because I'm not a graphic designer, and quite frankly, the flyer looked like shit. But I spent the first full 2 days doing it, and then on the 3rd day, I'm kind of sitting there at lunch, and I'm staring at my flyer. It's half cooked, and it looks terrible, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, dude, I want money, I want deals, like, how am I going to get money? How am I going to get deals? So I just said, screw it. I got to do something different. I got to make calls. I got to get in front of people. So I took out my Tom Ferry script book, which is the script book that my manager gave to me, and I opened up Craigslist, type in for sale by owner, and I call the very first for sale by owner that pops up on Craigslist. Call them, take them through the Tom Ferry script, boom, listing appointment, just like that. Very first cold call. I was shaking when I got off the phone. I was like, oh my God, you know, and everyone around, like, you know, everyone around me is like giving me a big old round of applause, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that actually just happened. And frankly, it was luck, you know, it was luck. I'm pretty good on the phone, you know. I'm pretty good on the phone, but some of it was definitely like you know, first cold call ever, you make a fucking listing appointment, you know. So needless to say, I didn't get the listing, but what that taught me more than anything was that I needed to actually get in front of people, you know, and I needed to spend more time on DPAs, things that were actually going to get me in front of potential buyers and sellers. And so at that point, you know, I just decided to leverage all the things that my brokerage had given me, which are, you know, access to tons of flyers that I could just put my information on and all this different stuff, you know. If you're not at a brokerage like that, then you're likely at a discount brokerage, and you should probably leave that brokerage, and you should go somewhere that actually gives you support. And if you have like questions individually on that, like, feel free to leave a comment below, and I can help guide you, because really, I mean, you should be at a brokerage that ultimately gives you support, or on a team, right? Somebody that's, you know, a team leader that's going to give you support in the interim while you get your first sales. And so, you know, that was super crucial. You know, it was a super crucial lesson, and I took that, and I, you know, kind of took that lesson and, you know, let it snowball from there. And really, that whole story really leads me to my second point, and the second biggest mistake that real estate agents make when they're first getting into real estate, and that is that they don't get in front of enough people, right? And they ultimately let their fear of rejection hinder their progress and their growth. And the reason that is so, I guess the reason that is so crucial is because when you're first getting into real estate, you need to take as many at-bats as you can get. You know, you need to get your nose out, right? And the only way that you're going to learn is by getting in front of people. The first 6 months I was in real estate, I literally cold called for 6 hours a day, you know. And I got on the phone and I prospected and I prospected and I prospected, and everyone said no, 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 no. I'd go out, I'd door knock, no, 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 no. And then 2 months into it, somebody says yes, and I got a listing appointment. And then I didn't get the listing right away, but a few months after that, they signed with me, and then they bought another house with me, right? So you have to get in front of the people, you have to get in front of them. But more than anything, if nothing else, getting in front of people helps build your skill set, and you will never build a skill set if you don't get in front of people. See, you know, they feed off of each other, right? Getting in front of people, it helps build your skills, but also it helps get you business, right? So it feeds both avenues, and ultimately building those skills is what's going to get you to where you want to be faster. And that leads me to my third point, or the third biggest mistake that real estate agents make, which is, you know, they spend too little time, or not enough time, learning their craft. They spend too much time, I don't know what you guys do. I mean, seriously, like, for example, my new agent, Bellman, if you guys watch my vlog, which if you aren't subscribed, if I haven't already pitched it already, like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, watch the daily vlogs that I have here. But you see my new agent, Bellman. I love the kid. You know, he's doing amazing. And, you know, the first day, I gave him a bunch of flyers to go out, and he was going to go door knock after he made his calls in the morning. You're going to go out and you're going to door knock, right? And I told him, man, this is what you got to do. And I see him there, and he's folding his flyers. You know, I said, why are you folding flyers? He's like, well, you know, I want to go out there and you know, I'm just like, no, dude, that is minutia. Do not let the minutia get in the way of doing the things that you need to do, right? And I told him, that is something that you should be outsourcing. You know, we have a team assistant, right? You should be giving that to her. She should be folding the flyers, and you need to be making extra calls, right? They spend little to no time actually focusing on the things that matter. And this also kind of steamrolls into another portion of this learning your craft and not getting in front of enough people and spending too much time on unnecessary bullshit, you know, for lack of a better word. Not spending enough time learning your craft also goes hand in hand with thinking that you know it all and that you're too good for coaching or for scripts or for whatever you want to label that. But really, personal development, personal growth, and business development, business growth will only happen if you take the time to learn from people that are more experienced than you. Period. And I didn't get that at first. I was one cocky son of a bitch when I got into real estate. I mean, I thought I knew it all. And aside from the one or two mentors that I had in my office, I was going to do it all my way. I was going to build it my own. I don't need a coach because I'm Danny Gould. I have a Stanford degree. I basically, I made let me see. I let my ego get in the way of my progress, because really, nobody is too good for coaching. Nobody is too smart to learn from people that are more experienced than them. And so my plea to you guys is pick a coach or pick a mentor. Pick anybody to listen to and study what they do and take that and use it in your own business, right? Scripts are absolutely crucial. And I would go online, I would find a set of script books that you really love, and I would run with them. Right? When anybody joins my team, I have a coach, Lorna Hines. I have a set of videos set up, and basically they go through my entire training. Is teaching them. Wow, excuse me. I just had dinner. So when agents join my team, they get a full set of video instructions. They really learn it from the ground up, and they learn the scripts the way that I want them to learn it, because I have a system for my team, right? And everybody's different. But the point is this. The point isn't to say, this coach is the best one, this is the right way to do it. The point is just pick somebody, pick an organization or a coach or something that's going to guide you and help you grow as an agent, help you grow your skill set in terms of scripts and dialogues. Don't think about them as scripts. I hate the word scripts. In fact, if I could, I would just eliminate the word scripts altogether from real estate, because the truth is they're not scripts, they're dialogues, right? They're ways they are designed to help you or improve your communication with your clients, right? Or potential clients, prospects. They're not meant to be slimy greaseball, snake oil salesman, that's bullshit, especially now the consumer's too smart. But there are certain coaches and organizations, I won't say who, that still, those scripts, they feel like snake oil salesmen. But there are a few good ones out there, right? And so I would encourage you to go out there, look for some, and learn the dialogues, embrace the dialogues, and pound them into your head. Repeat them, repeat them, repeat them, repeat them. Use this. Record your voice. Listen to it in the car. Listen to it while you're taking a shower. Listen to it when you're doing anything, okay? And then eventually they're just going to become second nature. I'm going to tell you guys a couple more. I'm going to share one more story, and then I think I'm going to be done with this. But, my second year in real estate last year, I was cold calling like a madman, expired listings. And in one year, I went on 80 listing appointments. And I took like 4 or 5 listings last year. A lot of people would say, wow, that's a lot of rejection. But I didn't care. For me, my whole thing was that I was going to become a listing machine. And the only way that you're going to become a listing machine is if you have a ready, set listing presentation that if a $5 million seller or a $10 million seller says, Danny, I want you to come over tomorrow to list my house, or to, why should I list with you? That you have everything prepared so that you could literally go out there tomorrow and take that goddamn listing. And I guarantee you, most agents, especially if you're brand new, you don't have that, right? And I didn't have that until last year. But after 80 listing appointments, you usually have your shit together. And so this year, I have gone on maybe like 30 appointments and taken like 2/3 of those. So I have improved my capture rate significantly, because now I just don't go on any listing appointment. I go on listing appointments that I want to go on and that I know that I actually have a shot at getting and that I want. So that's one, but two, the learning curve that took place last year. I mean, it was monumental. The amount of rejection that I took would likely scare most people away, And let's face it, getting people or having people say no to you time in and time out and time again and time. I mean, it's exhausting, right? And it can get discouraging. But what I took from last year was the skill set that I walked away with after one full year of 80 listing appointments and all that but not only that, all that practice, getting in front of real life sellers and doing it time and time again. I mean, that's invaluable. It's really invaluable. And so if anything, I would highly encourage you guys to just figure out ways to get into doors, right? Learn your craft, and don't let your fear of not knowing what to say keep you from getting in the door. I mean, if you get a listing appointment tomorrow and you haven't learned a listing presentation yet, you go, because that's how you learn. You're going to get the objections. You're going to learn what they have to say. You're going to learn all the different nuances that you would never get unless you actually go out on the appointments, right? You're not going to get that kind of practical real-world experience from a video. I'm not going to be able to give you that practical real-world experience. You have to go out and you have to get your own. So anyways, I really hope that this video helped you guys. It's like, how should I say this? Selling real estate is really simple. It's not easy, but it's simple, and I have seen many agents just like come in and wash out really quickly. And it's sad, it's sad because it doesn't take a lot of, talent to succeed in this business. You don't have to have a lot of talent, but you have to be able and willing to put in the work, and more than anything, I feel like this video is geared towards those under 30-year-olds, because when you're walking into when you're getting into this business as a second or third career, you generally have a network that you've built up that's mature enough to actually participate in real estate transactions. It's a lot harder for 20-year-olds to get into real estate and succeed right away because they don't have a network to leverage. They don't have, a sphere of influence to call upon and get business from right away. And so you have to build it on your own. And you have to go out there and you have to work, and you have to work, and you have to work. And the only way that you're going to get to where you want to be is if you work on your craft and you get in front of people and you don't let the fear of rejection keep you from where you want to go. And I only wish I had somebody, telling me or giving me all this advice right, when I was just getting into real estate, because I feel like I'd be much further ahead. But hindsight is 20/20, right? And so ultimately, my suggestion to you guys is go out there, work your ass off, get up, go to work, and don't come home until you have an appointment, or don't come home until you just feel like you've left it all on the table. If you work hard enough, you're going to succeed, period. You're going to succeed. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and leave me a comment down below letting me know that you liked the video. If you want to know anything else, if you have any other topics that you'd like me to cover or that you'd like me to talk about, go ahead and leave that. Wow, I'm tongue-tied today. Go ahead and leave that down below as well, and I'll be sure to answer those questions on a separate video. As always, you know who it is, guys. It's Danny Gould with the Gould Team, the future #1 real estate team in America. We're selling Silicon Valley. Catch you guys in the next video.